When it comes, and I think the most controversial part of your report is this. You're suggesting that Uber or other firms like Uber should be able to use the bus and taxi lanes in London. I mean, presumably, if that happened, it would clog those lanes up to the point where it might be quite difficult for the buses to move around.
Certainly a valid point, but at that point I kind of say, well, why should the taxis have priority over the Ubers? And if I can very quickly say...
let me just answer that very quickly, because they give a superior service, and that's what you're paying for.
If that were the case, Nigel,
yep,
they wouldn't be, falling in demand. Whereas, as we had a great piece of reporting a few months ago from the New York Times saying 20,000 more drivers are needed for Uber to keep up with that surging demand they have. The public vote with their purse, and the purse is saying
there are
Uber.
not enough black cabs to satisfy the demand. What's happening, Steve? Are you all retiring?
No, we're not all retiring, Nigel. I mean, obviously, you're taking figures pre-pandemic and post-pandemic. Yep. My members had, and indeed the private hire industry had the worst pandemic ever, and no one was moving. Firstly, let me tell you why we can use bus lanes is because we're hailable from the street, so you need to be able to pull into the bus lane.
And his report suggests that actually Uber and others should.
Yeah, and his report also suggests that we should do away with wheelchair accessibility and stuff like that. Well, you're suggesting that we use our cabs to take tourist rides. The reality is that the reason we can use bus lanes is because we're easily identifiable, we can be held by the street, and we know where we're going. The private hire industry use a plethora of vehicles. You say it's the most dangerous aspect. The most dangerous aspect of Maxwell's suggestion is that anybody from anywhere in the world with any form of driving licence, not just a UK or a Northern Ireland licence, but any form of driving licence from anywhere in the world, many places you buy a driving licence, could turn up in the UK, drive on the wrong side of the road to them and take people for hire and reward. I mean, frankly, it's laughable.
It's a fair point.